Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Air Kitty. Alright, I am so excited. So, if you guys haven't seen the Outlaws Secrets video, I made an announcement in that I finally got my Windows 95, or Windows 98 actually, sorry, working again. So it is no longer borked. So I'm coming back to Rugrats because it's been so long and I've been wanting to play this for so long. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to make this the final episode or I'm going to break it up into two parts, but we'll see. I know I have Phil's. I know I have, I think, one more task of Lil's left. And then I have all of Phil's part left. Okay, so it's probably going to show us the last cutscene. And it's probably good because I can't...
Okay, guys, our fishy pool's all done. We're ready to go get Reptar. Yay! Maybe we better try grabbing something with it just to make sure it works. Good idea, Chucky. How about one of my grandpa's flippers? It's not working. I don't get it. My grandpa said all we needed was a pole and a piece of string. I think we need something on the end that'll grab Reptar.
Hey, maybe you could get a lazy beam like the aliens have. That's how they pull little babies up into their spaceships.
Whatever the scrubby thing is, we better find it before the aliens come. Well, if it's gonna hold Reptar, it better be something that can really grab and not let go.
I wonder. Maybe
Son, zipper's stuck.
tapes.
There we go.
Hey, my grandpa's got strong teeth that grab something and don't let go. We could use those on our fishing pole.
I think we should get your grandpa's teeth right now.
We could try getting outside again. What do you think we should do?
Okay, so I had this in the last video, in the last couple times before the computer, messed up and everything. I think this is what got me in trouble, actually. So, there are probably going to be some graphical glitches here and there. I have verified it is not the disc, because I actually did buy a new disc. The brand new disc is inside the computer. I checked it. There were absolutely no scratches. It was basically right out of the factory, just made, completely clean. I reinstalled the game thinking maybe it was the files. It wasn't that. I think it's probably how my computer's reading the game now. So, unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not going to try to fix those graphical glitches, unfortunately, because I don't want to mess up the computer again. But, I will try to remedy them as best as I can in post-editing. So, let's see. Lil, we have to get Grandpa's teeth, right? I know I didn't do Chucky's thing, but it's great.
Let's get my grandpa's teeth.
But how are we gonna get him without him
Tapes.
noticing?
Well, all we got to do is get him to go back to sleep, and then we can take him out.
He should get a lot of money from the Tooth Fairy for that. But how do we put him to sleep? Well, the first thing we got to do is find him some jammies.
I always fall asleep when my dad gets me my bottle. Let's go find him a bottle. It always helps me fall asleep when my mommy reads me a story. Let's find a storybook.
Nice. Personally, what helps me get to sleep, actually, is I watch a bunch of restoration videos. I don't know why, they're just very relaxing. Oh, I see a little bit of Chucky over there. But that's what gets me to sleep. I have a feeling Grandpa's thing is probably going to be fishing videos. Or maybe lonely space vixens. I don't know, maybe. Maybe that's his thing. Grandpa, I have a question. Do lonely space vixens relax you and put you to sleep? Grandpa, come here, I have a question.
I got my trusty wombat life jacket in case of emergencies.
Grandpa, that's not the
I
question.
can't remember the last good fishing trip I had. It must have been back in '77, height of the disco era.
Oh, man. I will say that that is another thing I miss from the original Rugrats. That I wish that they would have done in the new Rugrats, actually, was I wish they would have kept the ages and the different eras that, you know, the people lived in. Don't get me wrong, I actually like the characters how they are now. And I really hope that series hasn't been canceled because there hasn't been any new episodes for a while, but I do say I miss that. But I'm at a point now where I've totally accepted, or I guess I should say, I've 90% accepted the new show and everything in it. There are some things I don't necessarily like about it. I have a little bit of complaints, but it's not enough to make me stop watching it. There are definitely episodes and parts that make me giddy and happy. And I'm actually kind of happy with some changes. Some.
I found it, Grandpa Lou's roll the ball shirt.
Roll the ball shirt. It's a little muffled, but it sounds like she sounds like she's saying bowl the ball shirt or roll the ball shirt. Anything in there? Oh, hi Spike.
I find the book with the pictures in it.
Yay. That could be a multitude of books. You gotta be a little bit more specific. Are these pictures of us, or are these just pictures in general? And what type of pictures? Are there people that are naked in them, or are there people that are clothed in them? Cause if they naked, we might want to put that book back. Let's see. So we need a storybook, we need jammies. Oh, milk. Which I believe that is the bottle of magnesium that's in the bathroom. And actually, oddly enough, through life events, I have figured out what the bottle of magnesium actually is. I thought it was cleaning materials. No. It's... we'll just call it poop juice.
That's part of my daddy's invention. I don't think we're supposed to go in there right
No,
now.
that's the wrong
Maybe
door.
later. Look, it's a bottle of Grandpa milk.
Oh, does this have the disclaimer? Yeah, this is not intended for use of babies. Oh.
And my jumbo bottle of skeeter repellent. Well, I think that's just about everything you need for my fishing trip. Huh? Well, you got something else for me there, Sprouts? My milk of magnesium. Ooh, I wish I'd had that after chili night at the Wombat Lodge. And there's my bowling shirt. I might want to wear this on my date with Morgana. Say, there's my old fishing trip photo album. Ooh, the stories this book could tell.
Well, the jammies in the bottle didn't work, but I think my grandpa's gonna tell a story now. That'll put him to sleep.
Ah, this must be the time we went fishing in that pond by the nuclear power plant. It was off this little island near Pennsylvania. About 3 miles long.
It's working!
Oh, well, doggone it, Grandpa. What the heck? Hello, Olaf.
Okay, all we got to do is move around the pieces of the fishies until we get the picture back together the right way. I think we're gonna need your help.
Your grandpa will probably tell us if we're doing it right, Tommy. He's always doing nice stuff like that.
And when the fishy picture is put back together the right way, I bet your grandpa will tell us a bedtime fishy story.
Well, Olaf's gonna join him for the fishy story. No, you cannot go up on the table. You can sit in my lap, but you cannot go up on the table. We do not need another recording fiasco. So we have no idea what this fish is going to be, so I usually just start with whatever's in the
That's
middle.
a real colorful fish. But the one I caught was all the same color.
Yeah. Granted, I guess I should have known that one. I think it's always the same color.
That's a real colorful fish. But the one I caught was all the same color.
I didn't know that you could check your progress midway through this. Okay, so...
No, I don't believe the fish was that color.
Okay, so not a green fish, maybe a blue fish?
I'm pretty sure it was a red fish.
Red fish, okay.
You know, it seems to me the head was different.
Okay, so it was none of those. I have to try and remember which ones I just put down. I don't think I used that one. I don't think I used the spots.
I seem to remember the middle being different.
Okay, so head's right. Try that. And this?
Good work, Sprout. Why, this here's the wing-finned jetfish, the fastest fish in the world. These critters are so fast that the only way to catch one is to fish from an airplane. I only caught mine by accident. I'd been stranded in a lifeboat for 15 days. Yeah, hooked that monster just as a rescue plan was picking us up.
Catching fish by accident, that's literally my life story in video games a lot of times.
It
I'll catch a
worked.
rare fish
He's
and that will
asleep.
happen.
Uh-oh. I guess it worked a little too good. Wake up, you guys. Grandpa's asleep. Now all we got to do is get his teeth.
How do we do that? They're way up there. And we're way down here.
Well, we'll find some stuff to climb on. Come on.
I hate this next mini game.
Oh. You got to help us make a stack out of this stuff so as we can reach Grandpa's teepees. First is, Chucky will put in a piece, then you got to put in the one that goes with it on the other side.
Okay, that's my piece. Now you have to find the piece on the floor that fits this shape.
And if it's all turned it around the wrong way, just give it to me, and I'll turn it as much as you want.
Okay, I think it's this.
Good job! Now I can start climbing. Give me another piece, Chuckaroo.
Okay, here you go.
Keep 'em coming, Chucky. We got to save Reptar.
But Tommy, the stack's still wobbly. Quick, I did my part. Now you gotta do yours. You
I
gotta
did my
find the
part.
piece that fits this shape so the stack won't fall over.
We can't wait no more. We gotta get up there. Put on another piece, Chucky.
You know, I'm gonna let you
say
fall.
so, Tommy, but I don't think this is such a good idea. Quick, put on the piece that goes with mine before Tommy falls on his diaper. Here's another piece.
Tommy's gonna fall on his
But
diaper
don't
because
you
I'm
think
gonna say,
this is
because I
getting
say
a little
so.
too high?
We can't stop now, Chucky. It's our onlyest chance to save Reptar.
You got to put in the other piece so the stack won't get too wobbly.
Oh no. There he goes. Yeah, I've done this minigame before, on a screwed up recording that obviously didn't make it. So yeah, I kind of have an idea of what happens. So yeah, you have to do it quickly. They don't stop. They just kind of keep going. Kind of hate this one because of that.
Good job.
That-
Now I can start climbing.
I think this is the next one.
Give me another piece, Chuckaroo.
Okay, here you go.
We can't wait no more. We gotta get up there. Put on another piece, Chucky.
If you say so, Tommy, but I don't think this is so good. Here's another piece. But don't you think this is getting a little too high?
We can't stop now, Chucky. It's our onlyest chance. Almost there, Chucky. Quick, give me the last piece.
Okay, but we better find the one that goes with it or this whole stack is gonna fall over.
There we go. Oh God, Tommy.
Look, guys. Grandpa's teefies.
God. Having a child or anybody put their entire hand in someone's mouth.
Did you see any other good stuff in there? Yeah, like his little punchy bag thingy.
We did it! Now we got the perfect fishy pole to get Reptar out of the trash with.
Yay! There's no fishing in outside space, you dumb babies. Except
there
for
is.
when the aliens go fishing for you.
How do you know aliens are really coming, Angelica?
'Cause I found this.
What's that?
It's
fly
a
swatter.
baby taker, of course. So you better watch out.
Don't worry, guys. Reptar will save us from the aliens. Well, as soon as we save him.
How do we do that, Tommy?
We could try getting outside again. What do you think we should do?
Okay, so now I think we're just on. I think now all we have is Phil's, right? Yeah, because now we have Lil's thing and we have Chucky's thing.
Hey, stop picking on me.
I'll pick on you as much as I want, Chucky.
We already made one fishy pole. I think we should use that one before we make another.
Nah.
I bet you thought you was clicking on Philip, didn't you? But you got me, Lillian. I'm the cute one. Don't I look pretty, Phil?
Yes, you look beautiful, darling.
Don't I look pretty, Phil?
Okay.
I did my part. Now it's up to them other babies. Don't look at me. I'm done with all that scary monster stuff.
Okay, so no more new dialogue, so it's just Phil's now. So let's get going with Phil's.
Wow, your mom really locked all the doors.
There's gotta be some way we can get outside to save Reptar. Come on, let's look around.
Dialogue?
We got to get outside to save Reptar.
I know, Lil, we're trying. Got any ideas?
There got to be other ways to get outside.
Yes, I know. Any
Maybe
ideas?
your daddy knows how we can get outside again.
Of course.
Boy, you sure got a big house, Tommy.
It actually is a fairly big house.
We better keep looking in different rooms till we find a way outside. Aw, this isn't a way outside. Let's look somewhere else.
Okay. Let's see what Chucky has to say. Oh, we should check what Dee Dee has to say.
I don't know, you guys. Maybe going outside isn't such a good idea. Okay, I'll help you look for a way to get outside again. But if Hubert comes, I'm hiding under a bush.
I love how Chucky's a real friend. He's just like, you know what? I'll help you do the dangerous thing. But if something comes and attacks us, you're on your own. I'm gone.
Hey, maybe there's a way outside from the basement. Except it's dark and scary down there. Oh.
Didala, do you have anything?
I've found that each lemon meringue pie contains the perfection of the universe.
What? No, Didala, come back.
I'd better check the oven again. Those Belgian pastries are very sensitive to heat.
Yeah, cooking's not a baking, I really like baking. Baking is really good. I can do that really, really well. Cooking, on the other hand, I'm still practicing.
Do you think we can use these funnel cakes as actual funnels?
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that idea. Like, are you planning on using those for, like, plumbing or something?
Poor raisins, just shriveled up little old grapes.
I mean, yes. In this time where there was this break, actually, yes, I have been, the lifestyle thing I was talking about, so I've been doing a lot of, lifestyle changes for myself, going on more walks, eating healthier and stuff like that. One advantage to raisins over just, just full-on grapes. Apparently, I figured out, grapes along with apples are fruits that can make you really, really bloated and make you really uncomfortable if you have them in excess. So the advantage to the shriveled up raisins, thankfully, is they probably can still cause some bloating, but not as much as raisins themselves, like, the unshriveled kind. Don't take my word for it, I didn't back up my research at all, but I'm fairly certain, just based on my experiences, because grapes and apples make me very, very bloated, and it is super uncomfy, but having raisins I have no problem with.
I shredded the coconut myself. The hard part was breaking the shells open.
I'm trying to think if I've never had coconuts before, like I've never actually had like a real coconut or worked with real coconuts before, so I'm like, if I had a whole coconut and I had to open it, how would I do that? And I'm like, I would probably find a very flat rock and I would get like a hammer or something, or like, like a rubber mallet or a sledgehammer or something like that, and I would just go whack and just hope for the best. I don't think that's how you're supposed to open them. Granted, then my second option, if that didn't work, I'd be like, alright, it's time to Google it.
This is my mother's recipe for bundt cake. She served it at my brother Ben's bar mitzvah.
Nice.
Four teaspoons of sodium pentothal. Wait, that can't be right.
So, what the frick is sodium pentanol?
When you're done with the frosting, I want to lick the bowl.
Deedla, who are you talking to?
Did you make sure there are the same number of chocolate chips in each cookie?
Why does that matter? Just make sure that there's enough so you get a good ratio of chocolate to dough.
I like to make sure each cookie is perfectly round.
You could do that. Or you do what I do, which is I just put the cookies down. Just, try to make them round, try to make them as round as possible. Cook it. And then you just take cookie cutters, the circle ones, and you just boink, boink, boink. And then it's perfect because then you have a good, obviously the excess you can then taste test to make sure that the batch turned out right. As well as the fact of now you have cookies to eat and you don't have to mess up the presentation like if you're baking that for an event or something. It's just a good idea. It's a good way to, make perfect cookies, make them very presentable, but have cookies yourself.
I often reach a state of transcendental bliss while baking.
I can relate to that.
Nietzsche learned quite a bit from studying the holes in donuts.
Who?
My father actually prefers churros to latkes. I think it was all those years he spent in Cuba.
What? When was your father in Cuba? There was never an episode about your father going to Cuba. And I don't think Cuba is the old country. I'm pretty sure he's talking about, like... Pretty sure he's talking about... I don't think they ever specify what the country is. They just say the old country. But they said it was very cold. So I'm gonna guess either, like, Russia, Ukraine, possibly Belarus. Maybe even Belgium. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in that distinct region. But, at no point did he ever say he went to Cuba. He said he grew up in the old country, where he met your mom, and then he came to America, like, in his early adulthood days. And there was nothing about him joining the army or joining the military in any way, so I don't know how he got to Cuba. Sorry, just fact-checking the series. Okay, I think we've listened to all the dialogue. Sorry for taking up your time with that, but, you know, I have to hear the dialogue. Okay. Now we need to get to the basement. Come on, basement. Oh, I can't get to the basement from here. I need to go all the way around. I should... Why did I do this? This was silly. I do love when a game just leaves, like, little things that you've already interacted with, like, as they are. Obviously, if you're making a game, or anybody that's making a game, if you're making, like, a point-and-click game, or even, like, an RPG Maker game, like, if you have something that resets its position, or, like, its state, after a quest or something, it's, like, that's kind of a big no-no anyways, because it breaks the immersion of the game, but I don't know why, like, in these older games, because I don't think they did a lot with older games, but, like, older games like this, I love how they just kind of kept everything where it was. Like, Dee Dee didn't come back and see this and thought, oh, why is my oven mitt on the cactus? And then pick it up or anything like that. Nope. She just left it there. She's like, you know what? I'll leave it there. It stops... Grant, I don't know why she put a cactus down on, like, a floor cactus. She didn't put it on, like, a high table or something like that. Where, you know, the babies couldn't get it. Like, on a high, sturdy table or something like that. Nope. She put it right there on the floor. Where the children are playing. Don't get me wrong. Dee Dee is a wonderful mother. I am not saying for anybody that does that they are bad parents, but that is a bad parent move. It does not make you a bad parent, but it is a bad parent move. Ah, frick. Okay. The game just froze. So, let's see. Alt 4? Does Alt 4 work to get me out of here? Escape. Dang. Oh. Okay. So, I am fairly certain that I think I've corrected the issue. There are still some graphical glitches that happen every now and then during the cutscenes. I don't know what happened before. I don't know how to fix it necessarily, so this is just us hoping for the best at the moment. For any of you that want to get into retro gaming, this is kind of the stuff that you have to be ready for. Old games, like this one, do not have autosaves. They do have autosaves, but they don't have manual saves. And this is the thing that sucks, is that every single time it runs into a glitch or an error, it corrupts the save file. I have had to play this game up to the point where I've recorded to, so about this point, I am not gonna lie to you, probably about 8 times at least. Just today, actually, because it's a brand new day from when I recorded the part before, I have played this game twice now. This is now my save file to try and remedy the problem that came before. If this glitches out again, freezes, stops processing, stops doing its thing, and it corrupts this file again, I have a backup file just in case. And then we're going to try that again. If that does not work, this game may be put on a permanent hiatus until I can figure out either what went wrong, which I might need help with, guys. So, I mean, even now, if you know what's going on, let me know, because that might help with future games if this happens again. Because obviously there are more Rugrats games that I think were made in the same time that may have the same requirements. Or, and this is the thing I really don't like, I may have to either stop the series or find a way to rip the files. I don't know. I don't even know how to do that. And I'm definitely not going to get the files offline because first and foremost, that is just asking for trouble. Not only in a legal sense, but also just because of the fact of I don't know what those files contain. Those files could be riddled with viruses. They could completely destroy my computer and basically my livelihood. So I'm not going to take the chances with those. And I'm definitely not taking the chances with, getting in trouble with anybody. I mean, I don't think anybody would. This game's over 20 years old. But still. Alright. So I played all the way up until the first choice. Like, we just finished Lil's task. So now all we have is Phil's. So, yep, both of those things are there. Please be nice to me, game. Please. I just want to complete this game at least once. I have never completed this game. I just want to complete it once. Just once. That's all I ask.
Wow, your mom really locked all the doors.
There's gotta be some way we can get outside to save Reptar. Come on, let's look around.
Great. Okay. And we already talked to Daedala. So we're just gonna go straight for the basement again. I don't know why. Oh, it's not even Daedala this time, it's Betty. No. I want to take the time to talk to Betty. I guess I'm not going to talk to Betty. That's fine, I guess. That is perfectly fine. Nope, I am.
Don't leave this pudding sitting out, Deed. Howard will moose his hair with it.
Howard will moose his hair with it?
Oh, Deed, this stuff is just gonna be too beautiful to eat.
I do feel that way about food, actually.
I think another dozen of those layer cakes ought to do it, Deed. Sheesh. Oh, man. Deed, I think we put too much yeast in this, baby. Woo!
Jeez, I'm gross. Yeah, I don't do a lot of things with yeast to begin with, but I certainly don't mess with it either.
Yeah, those donuts look tasty, but give me a protein powdered kiwi and cactus shake any day. Oh, yeah.
I think we've heard that dialogue before.
Why do they call them cupcakes anyway, huh, Deed? You don't put them in cups, and they're too little to be cakes. It's food for thought.
I mean, to me it makes sense, because I mean, the little... Actually, I'm kind of wondering about that, like... Think of it for a moment. If you take a cupcake tin, and you made it into a material that could hold liquids, would that roughly be about 8 ounces, aka a cup? But then obviously the stuff that goes into a cupcake is basically cake material. Like even brownies you can make into, like certain brownie mixes, like I think like Martha Stewart's or Betty Crocker's mixes, they actually do say on there, they have separate instructions for if you want to make it more cake-like or cake batter. So it's like, it is a cake in a sense. It's a small cake that could fit into a cup, a full 8 ounces. I want to talk to Betty one more time, see if she has any more dialogue.
I think another dozen of those layer cakes ought to do it, Deed. Sheesh.
Okay, yeah, nothing else. Okay. Please, for the love of God, please. Just work. I'm so scared because I don't want to cancel this series because I love this series to death. I want to do more games like this. And I love this game, and I legit have never completed this game.
Uh-huh.
Yes! We got through this part at least. Stu, I've never been happier to see your face.
Wow, what's your daddy building, Tommy?
I don't know, Chucky.
Gross to the max!
Whatever it is, I like it. Me too.
Alright, if my garbage relocating outside system, or gross to the non-scientist, is working right, trash should already be getting sucked down the tubes which are connected to every trash can in this house. And it should come out right here, where it gets dumped into the train, which carries it through the trash gateway, out to the trash can in the backyard.
Look, guys! My daddy made a special door for the trash. That's how we can get outside the Reptar.
Yeah!
It worked! My first invention to go off without a single hitch. Oops. Well, I guess it still needs some work. But there's no trash left to test it on. Maybe I can find some trash around here.
We gotta get him to turn that grossinator thingy back on.
Well, he said he'd turn it on again when he got in more trash.
Hey, my pet rock and my lava lamp. What's all this good stuff doing down in the basement?
He's not finding very much trash.
I bet there's lots of trash here. My daddy just doesn't know where it is. Let's find it for him.
I mean, I'm sure we could take a few dumps in our diapers and then throw that in the garbage can. That's trash. Although that is kind of funny. I mean, I get the implication, but has anyone ever thought about that? That it's like how weird this is? So for us, obviously, you know, grown adults that have bowels that we, you know, can control and, you know, are not in anything like diapers or depends or something like that. We have a specific object that we use called the toilet that is connected to a whole system, a water system, that gets rid of the poop by itself. But yet, babies, and I guess we'll say some elderly, because they use depends and they're essentially the same thing, they have this material thing, and instead of kind of shoving the poop, or like, you know, trying to like, you know, put the poop down into the toilet so it flushes. I mean, I guess if you have cloth diapers, that's a little bit different, but it's like, for, you know, disposable diapers, it's like, you just throw the poop in the trash, where it stinks up the whole house, and, you know, it's just nasty and collects bacteria. It's not contained in a separate source, like, you know, like if you have like a septic tank or a sewer system or anything like that. Sorry, just something really weird I thought about. Got any more?
I can't believe Dee Dee thought this stuff was trash. These things will make great paperweights.
I mean, honestly, I am now at the point where, like, okay, obviously certain things I will throw away, but it's like there are definitely certain items that I will not give away or throw away. Clothes are one thing, because obviously it's like, I can't use those. My days of fitting into a size 1 or 3 are gone. I am never getting back to those days unless I get extreme liposuction and stitching. That is not happening. I have accepted my fate that that's never going to happen. And actually, I like the size that I'm at now. I'm curvier now, which makes me happier. I don't look like freaking a board. But it's funny because it's like, now that I'm collecting things, you know, like Barbies and games and stuff like that, I've realized now that it's like, I shouldn't throw things away. Actually, a really funny thing I thought about, very quick story. So, apparently my mom actually had the original Barbie. It was the dark-haired Barbie, not the blonde-haired one. But it was the very first Barbie one. You know, the one that's like, I think from the 50s. You know, she has, you know, the tied up hair, the striped, you know, one-piece bathing suit and everything. She had that doll, and, you know, we're both kicking ourselves that she doesn't have it. I think, oh yeah, my uncle, when they were little, cut off all her hair and completely destroyed her. You know, now, 50, 60, 70 years later, that doll is worth millions. My uncle had $1 million doll, and he destroyed her. How dare he? I didn't mean to send you over there, Chucky. I wanted to hear more thoughts from Stu.
I knew there was a reason I didn't want to take out the trash this morning. Now I'll never find enough trash to test my machine again. Huh. You know, some of these things could be worth money. They're collector's items.
Yeah. The pet rock maybe not so much, but the lava lamp, definitely.
I can't believe Dee Dee thought this stuff was trash. These things will make great paperweights.
Okay, he's repeating dialogue, so we're not gonna worry about that. Kind of wondering, can we actually...
I knew there was a reason I didn't want to take out the trash this morning.
Oh.
Now I'll never find enough trash to test my machine again.
I wanna...
Huh. You know, some of these things could be worth money. They're collector's items.
Okay, yeah, no. Okay, I think now we also have a reason to get that stupid candy wrapper that's upstairs, you know, on the underside of the parents' bed. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else out here. Oh, the sandwich, I believe, might be one. And I know the eggs in the kitchen that we went past is also another item.
Hey, look! An old sandwich! And it's got lots of fuzzy green stuff on it.
You know, for me, it's one thing to find, like, a little piece of food underneath the couch or something like that, or, like, you know, something that has a little bit of mold on it, but a whole freaking sandwich. How do you lose a whole freaking sandwich in a couch? You know, I get some fruit, you know, I get the whole thing, like, little things like Fruit Loops or breadcrumbs or something like that, but a whole freaking sandwich.
I found some icky old eggshells. I guess the chicken got away.
I guess the chicken got away.
That's some real good trash, but I think we still need more.
Yay. It's kind of disgusting, though, that Tommy just has all that trash, like the moldy sandwich, the eggshells, the used eggshells, and soon to be this stupid candy wrapper that's underneath the parents' bed. It's all just, you know, in his diaper. Sitting right next to his wing wang, so you know, that's not gonna cause horrible rashing and itching and pain. Not at all. This was the parents' room, yep. We're finally gonna find a use for you, stupid candy wrapper.
Look, guys, a nice gooey candy wrapper. Let's take it. Okay, we almost got them all.
Where was there more trash? I am literally running through every single room in this house and like running through every little thing. Cause I'm like, I don't think Grandpa Lou had anything. Oh wait, maybe he did actually. Cause I think he had a trash can or something in his room that might have more trash. Cause I'm like, I don't think there's anything in Tommy's room. There's definitely nothing else in the closet, I've checked. The bathroom I don't think had anything else. We just checked the parents' bedroom and I know there's nothing in the vanity or in the dresser. And I want to say there might have been something in the trash can. This also gives us a good opportunity because I just remembered that Grandpa Lou was asleep.
The Medal of Honor? Oh, thank you, Mr. President. Well, that's not a fish. That's a mammal. I'd better throw it back. The Medal of Honor? Oh, thank you, Mr. President.
Check the trash, Chucky. Is there anything in it?
Guys, I think my head's stuck.
No. Okay, so there's nothing there. Where could there be more trash? I guess I'm gonna be on another run trying to figure out where this last item is. And possibly end up looking at the walkthrough again. So, if and when I make progress, or if or when there's anything interesting, I will come back and show you guys. For now, I'm just gonna skip everything. So, be right back. I figured out where it is, guys. And it's funny, too, because I'm like, of course, the one room that I was like, oh, it can't be in. It's in. And it's funny, because I realized why I didn't find it, because Tommy's fat head is covering it up.
I find it in a newspaper. It's got all kinds of writing on it, but I guess we can still use it.
We did it, guys! We finding enough trash to fill up the can!
What are you babies doing? Packing for your trip to outside space? The aliens aren't gonna let you take all that junk with you.
Says who?
We gotta save Reptar. What if they don't have potties in outside space?
Let's turn on the gross thermometer. Then we can get outside and save Reptar. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm gonna do the next mission for Phil. I don't think it's the last one, but I'm gonna make it the last one for this video, and then I'll stop the video. Because I don't think I can take much more of this.
Okay, guys, let's turn on my daddy's trash machine.
Okay. How do we do that?
Well, I guess we push the make it go button.
And then the trash can eats Spike, Aunt Edie.
That's nice, dear.
So I put lots of other stuff in it to see if it eats that too. Wanna come watch?
Maybe later, dear.
Okay. Bet you can't eat that.
No, kids. The Gross 2000 isn't a toy. It's a very sophisticated piece of high-tech machinery. Except for that. Hey, there's more trash. I can test her out again. Let's give it a whirl.
Get ready, you guys. We're going to get Reptar.
Where are you going? You're still in the basement.
Cool! I gotta find more stuff.
Probably need some oil.
Look, the pipe eating too much. Oh, I bet it's got a tummy ache. If it's got a tummy...
I think you're right, Chucky. It got the tummy ache, and that must be why it's not working. So it's up to us to go up there and unclog it. Come on.
Just stop talking, Chucky.
Stu, I thought you were gonna go oil the bad boy. I guess not. Okay, so this one I actually know where I need to go. And it is exactly the place where I think it is, which is the place where I thought it wasn't for the last mission. If that made any sense.
Hey, we can reach this one. This must be the way into the tummy ache in your daddy's machine. Okay, guys, we're going in. You firstest.
We'll be right behind you.
Wait, I thought I was first. I mean, I'm glad I'm not, but... Oh crap, I was first.
Okay, we better leave stuff behind us so we know where we've been.
Yeah, if we make a wrong turn, we might end up coming out somewhere we don't want to be.
But what do we got enough of to leave behind us?
Worms!
Yuck!
Good thinking, guys. And if we do go the wrong way, I guess we could just go back to the bathroom and crawl back in the tunnel again.
Oh god. I remember this one. I actually remember getting this far when I was a kid, like 8 years old or something like that, and I hated this one because, like, I'm just looking into a dark, ominous tunnel.
I can't hear that gurgling sound as much. I think we're going the wrong way.
And this is just weird. Because it's like they're all just staring at me, not blinking, not moving. It's like I'm waiting for a jump scare to happen. And the sound stuff isn't really distinct, so I'm like, it's one of these two, but they sound about the same volume, so I'm gonna guess it's this one.
That gurgling sound is getting louder. Oh, it's kind of spooky.
Sounds a lot louder here.
I feel like a big bug.
I think the gurgling is getting louder.
Not as much.
Whoa, look, you guys.
Found it.
There it is. The big clog that's causing the tummy ache.
Oh, and I remember this part too. I hated this part. You know, I just hate Phil's mission in its entirety.
How are we gonna get it unstuck? We got to smash down all the trash to unclog it. First is pick one of us. Then pick a piece of trash for us to jump on.
I'm not doing this, by the way. This is like them like giving me a tutorial.
Hey, when I smush this piece of junk down, this other one goes up.
Maybe if another baby was on that pile, it wouldn't go up.
But there's more piles than we got babies.
Well, there got to be some way to make it work. Just keep picking different piles for all of us until you find the way.
Fantastic. Okay. Chuckaroo, you get this pile of trash. Lil, you get the newspapers. Phil, this one. Tommy, this one. Okay, so that one affects that one. This, I think, affects that, so... Chucky... You go on this one. Oh no, that one affects that one. Okay. Actually, wondering, can you smush down this one again? Oh, nope. Okay. Go back on that one. That was a lot easier than when I was a kid. I remember being stuck on this part and I never got past it. I just gave up.
Well, guys, we fixed the tummy ache in my daddy's machine.
Plus, we got to play in the trash. Yay! Hey, babies, look at this.
That's just some of my daddy's finger paints, Angelica.
That's what they want you to think. It's actually alien feet prints. They're looking for you babies, so you better watch out.
Uh-oh, we better turn on the Goosabobulator and go save Reptar.
Can you help us pick what to do?
Okay, last thought that I'm going to leave you off with, because I didn't want to say it during the cutscene, obviously, but I thought it was funny, like, how they came out the tube that just sucked the trash out. Like, I feel like that was a little counterintuitive. You should have followed the problem to the outside where Reptar was. That was the whole point of this journey. We have gotten nowhere. But alright. Okay. I am going to leave this part off here, but I'm going to pick it up right afterwards, and I'm going to completely finish the game. This is going to be the last part. I am so excited. And again, I'm just praying to God nothing happens. That nothing else bad happens. I am so happy I have my backup save just in case. But yeah, we are so close, guys. I am so excited. I don't even care if the videos don't even get views or are not that popular. I'm doing this for me. This is for me and for me to have video evidence to say I did it. Alright, so I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope that, you know, the little technical difficulties and the little glitches aren't going to be too bad. Again, I'm going to try to edit those out in post. But I hope you guys are enjoying it regardless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Going bye-bye already? Well, we'll be here if you want to come back and play some more.
See you later.
Call if you find worms.
Do not talk to strangers.